So in the today's class, I'm going to explain how to find the collapse load for a continuous beam. How to find the collapse load of a continuous beam using plastic hinge concept. Okay. So observe this figure. So first I'll tell you what this figure is all about. It is a continuous beam, two span continuous beam. A, B, and C are the supports. All are hinged. All are hinged. A, B, C. And one point load of magnitude 2W is acting at the center of span AB. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us try to understand the problem first, what it is. It is a two span continuous beam. AB and BC are the two spans. On span, all are hinged supports. On span AB, a point load at the center is acting, which is 2W, and L by 2 and L by 2 because it is at the center. Span BC, you can see here, another point load is acting, which is of magnitude 3W. It is not at the center, it is L by 3 from B. So this is L by 3 from the left support, it is from B, which means from this C support, it is 2L by 3. So this is the actual problem. Our job is to find out the collapse load. Collapse load, how to find out using plastic analysis, using the plastic theory. This is a very standard example. Very standard example it is, because I am about to wind up module number 1. If you people are ready, tomorrow also, Sunday, 10:30, if you are ready, then only I'll do it. Because I am supposed to engage 8 hours per week. I will not be going fast also, because 8 hours is more than enough. Even at least 6 hours if I get, I'll be in time. The reason is there is experts are of the opinion that by June 15th, this corona will be over. Right now it is very peak. It is very peak. You have to take care and you should stay home only. There is no other option. But what happens, I'll tell you, after June 15th, I think situation will improve and you're asked to come on physical mode. Again, we may have to go on fast track physical mode. Again, it is all, everything is a problematic here again this semester. So you need to have patience and concentration here. You must hope that there is a hope that by June 15th, everything will be all right. Maximum they are telling. Upper limit is June 15th. So by June 15th, everything will be all right. But you don't get distracted from your normal studies at least. Same thing is going to happen. That is why try to concentrate, try to learn as much as you can. All these I'll be uploading on YouTube also. So live, see, when it is engaged live, you will have some, at least you can ask some questions, or it will be interactive. Watching that it on YouTube, it will not be interactive. Only thing is that it gives some extra knowledge. It means you can understand more if you see the YouTube on YouTube also. But live is much more better. So here, observe this one. This is a very standard example here. What I am doing here, observe. I think the problem is clear to you. All are hinges. All three are hinges. It is a two span continuous beam. One central point load is there. On one more span, eccentric point load is there. We call it as eccentric point load, L by 3 from B. Now, how to find out the collapse load? At what value of this one the structure will collapse? So in such cases where continuous span is given, continuous beam is given to you, you have to separately understand the mechanism of span AB Find out the collapse load corresponding to this condition. Again, separately case 2. Case 2 is again considered span BC. Again, find out the collapse load. Whichever is smaller, remember, whichever is smaller is the collapse load for the structure or for this continuous beam. So separately, if there is one more span, let us say 3 span, case 3 will appear. Case 3 will appear corresponding to the loads and all those things on that span. Case 3 will emerge. Out of all the 3 cases, whichever is the smallest value of WC, here I have shown W only, but finally I will introduce WC, because once collapse load formula is developed, we can directly write it as WC. So here, as I told you, like this, it is a 2 span. Only case 1 and case 2 will be there. If it is 3 span, case 3 will be there. But ultimately, whichever is smallest, that will become the collapse load for the structure. So let us see how it is done. So observe. Identify how many plastic hinges are possible. Now you look at this one. Here, this is a mechanism of span AB. Okay. Because of this load 2W, the finally before failure, when the plastic hinges are formed, the span AB, the deformed shape will be like this once the plastic hinges are formed. Okay. Now observe here. Here there is no question of formation of any plastic hinge at A. At A, plastic hinge is not formed. Do you know what is the reason? Why plastic hinge cannot form here? This is the final shape. When the span is about to collapse, this is the shape. Whatever I'm showing here, no? This is the shape. So before this part collapses, it has reached this point. There are 2 plastic hinges have formed. If you further increase the load, the system will collapse. The span AB will collapse. Okay. My question to you is, why a plastic hinge is not shown at A? Two KL 16 CV007. Your video mode is on. See, try to understand one thing here. Don't come on video mode. Avoid it. If you want to talk something, or if you want to tell something new which I am not knowing, you can come on video mode and tell, there is no problem. Try to check whether you are on video mode or what, whether your speaker is on or what, mic is on. Take care of all these things. Okay. Now observe this one here. Case 1. My question is here. Just observe this one. Whatever triangle I have shown here, the bottom 2 lines, this is the shape that happens because we are continuously increasing this load here. 2W is continuously increased. Finally, when it is on the verge of failure, when the span AB is about to collapse, that time this is the shape. Okay, now there is no plastic hinge indicated at A. What is the reason for that? Anybody has answer for this? You try to answer this one, unmute and try to answer why I have not shown a plastic hinge here. In the case 2, this side you can see at C. In case 2 at C also I have not shown any plastic hinge. Because if you go wrong in the, estimating the number of plastic hinges, formula will be different. So why there is no plastic hinge at A here? Any answer? Unmute and try to answer. If the answer is wrong, I told you don't worry about that. Even I was also not knowing few years back. You want me to tell or any answer is there? Okay. See, I already told you that plastic hinge will be formed where the bending moment is critical or maximum. Okay. In as you know, in case of analysis of indeterminate structures, which is you have studied the previous semester, whenever there is a hinge, there is no question of any moment. Moment will be zero. See, once the moment is zero, there is no question of formation of any plastic hinge. Okay, that is why no plastic hinge is indicated here. Okay, usually plastic hinge is formed when you see when you start increasing the load here, because you are trying to find out what is the critical load or collapse load at which the structure collapses. It means we are gradually increasing this value 2W. The value of W is continuously increasing till plastic hinges are formed, till the material collapses or the span collapses or the structure collapses. Now, see, as you can see here, the bending moment is maximum at the center under the point load. This this plastic hinge is formed here at D, because at D maximum bending moment occurs. So I can expect that there will be a plastic hinge formation here. Once the plastic hinge forms, the structure has not collapsed. Try to understand. It needs a sufficient number of hinges to form. Then we say that a mechanism has reached. It has reached a mechanism, means it is going to collapse now. In case of a two-span continuous beam, if a plastic hinge is formed at D only and at no other place, the structure will not collapse. It may be unstable, but it will not collapse. So one more plastic hinge will be formed if you start continuously increasing this load. You further increase the load. Once a plastic hinge is formed at D, okay, next bending moment is there at B, because it is a uh, continuous beam. It is, there will be a hogging moment at B. So whether it is hogging or sagging, moment is critical. If moment is there, means, for example, see, under point D, the moment is maximum, first hinge has formed. At B, the moment is next highest, even though it is hogging, but it is next highest. So second plastic hinge is formed here. So now the mechanism is formed. Now I can say that there is a mechanism in this span AB. So there are two plastic hinges have formed. Okay. Now this diagram is drawn. Since it is at the center, this is theta, means this side also theta. Delta 1 is the displacement of the center point with respect to the horizontal original line. Originally it was horizontal, now it has taken this shape. The beam has taken two inclined lines. This is the shape before the collapse. Okay, so delta 1 is the displacement due to the force applied to W. 2W is the force, delta 1 is the displacement. So work done by the external force is 2W into delta 1, force into displacement. Now let us see this one here. Here, look at only the span AB. Separately you should calculate, then consider BC separately you calculate. Whichever is smaller, that is collapse load. So let us try to understand in terms of delta 1. Delta 1 is equal to, if you define tan theta is delta 1 by L by 2. So you don't have to use tan. Angles will be very small in radians. So tan is not there. Directly say, see, for example, tan theta is equal to delta 1 by L by 2. What I will say, theta is equal to delta 1 by L by 2. So what is delta 1? Delta 1 is L by 2 times theta. You remember this much, that's all. This delta 1, this vertical displacement is this into this. Don't worry about tan and all. How to understand delta 1 here? Multiply this one with angle. Multiply L by 2. Multiply L by 2 with theta. You will get delta 1, which is done here. See this. This is what is done here. Okay. Delta 1 is L by 2 times theta. Similarly, delta 2, which comes later actually, but I have done here only. Initially, I have done it. Delta 2 is equal to this distance into theta 1. Very simple it is. Tan theta is removed, that's all. Tan is removed because if the angle is very small and it is in radians, you calculate tan theta as well as theta, the value will remain same. You can try that one. You set your calculator in radian mode, 0.01, 0.001. Calculator is set in radian. Find tan theta. It is very close to 0.01 only. It means theta and tan theta will be same if the angle is very small and if it is in radians. Let us check, let us try to get this delta 2. Delta 2 is equal to simply this one, which is here L by 3. L by 3 times theta 1. Observe this. Where it is shown is L by 3 times theta 1. Simply it is very easy to understand. This one, this distance into angle, or this distance into angle theta 2. So this is equal to, I have written the second term, you can see there. Second term is, what is the second term here? Delta 2 is equal to L by 3 times theta 1, because this is L by 3 into angle, or it is 2L by 3 times theta 2. Okay. So this is how you can get it. So theta 1 in terms of theta 2 is theta 1 is equal to 2 theta 2. Okay. Is it clear this one? How to find delta 1, delta 2? I have explained it. Simple trigonometry is. Simple trigonometry is there. So let us not bother about theta 2 right now. Only look at theta 1, because we are going to concentrate on span 1, that is AB. Up to this, any questions are there? Any doubts are there here? Case 1, I'll be explaining right now. Remember that, see, it is easy to get theta, the delta 1 and delta 2. Once you practice 2-3 examples, easily you can get all this. Just observe this. Case 1 is related to this triangle, whatever is there, no, this mechanism. Case 1 is related to mechanism of span AB. When I say mechanism, means sufficient number of plastic hinges are formed, the span is about to collapse. Okay. So here, now see this one, internal work done by plastic hinge. As I told you, you can start with external and internal, equate them. If there is no hard and fast rule, if you want to start with the external work done, it is quite simple here. Equation number, you can see. Equation in 1 and 2 must be equated. One is internal work done by plastic hinge, external work done by the force. By the principle of virtual work, you must equate these two. By the principle of virtual work, equate these two, find out the value of WC. So let us see, if you want to start with external work done first, force into displacement, 2W into delta 1. It is 2W into delta 1. See, this is here. Force into displacement. I think I don't need to explain much here. See, 2W is the force. It has displaced this point D by this much, delta 1. So 2W into delta 1 is the work done by the external force. So this is what is this. But delta 1 is what? You look at this. Delta 1 is L by 2 theta. So what I have done, 2W as it is, L by 2 theta is written. So external work done by the force is WL theta actually. 2 gets cancelled here. WL theta. Equation number 1 or 2, whatever you can call it. So this is one external work done. Work done by the plastic hinge. It is moment into rotation. Whenever a body is rotating, how do you calculate the work done? It is moment multiplied by rotation. If there is a translatory motion, in case of translatory motion, force into displacement is work done. In case of rotatory motion, it is moment into the angular displacement. Theta is angular displacement. So moment into angular displacement is work done in case of rotating. If a moment rotates a body. Now see here, work done by the plastic hinge. Look at this one, MP into 2 theta. So here one plastic hinge is there. The rotation here you should take it as 2 theta. So MP 2 theta. One more hinge is here. That is why I told you hinge. If you by mistake if you show hinge here, your answer will be different. You should know that if there is a hinge here, this one mechanical hinge is here. No, that is why at hinge, as you know, in analysis of indeterminate structures, moment will be 0. If a moment is 0, there is no question of formation of any plastic hinge there. So this one, MP into 2 theta is related to this plastic hinge. Carefully observe this. You can see this. MP into 2 theta is related to this plastic hinge. Rotation is 2 theta. So MP 2 theta. Second plastic hinge is here. This is MP into theta. This is here. It means for both the plastic hinges, because 2 plastic hinges have formed, as a result of which the span is about to collapse. So this is 3 MP theta. Simply it is 3 MP, 2 MP theta, 1 MP theta. So 3 MP theta. Okay. Now equating these two. From equation 1, you should write equating 1 and 2, not from. From is also okay, but equating 1 and 2, you equate these two here. WL theta is equal to 3 MP theta. Okay, this will be equal to 3 MP by L. WC is equal to 3 MP by L. This is with respect to span AB. Any doubts are there? I'm not going to solve extra problems here today. I want to concentrate only on this. Only this problem I'll explain, so that you should be able to solve it. If I give notes, solved examples, I'll solve and I'll share the notes. You should be able to understand those solutions. That is why you understand this problem properly. So case 1, mechanism of AB span, ultimately we got as W is equal to 3 MP by L. Since MP is used this side, C it is added, that's all. Till this point it is W only. When you find the final W is equal to 3 MP by L, you can just add this collapse load WC. W becomes WC, that's all, because corresponding to 3 MP by L. For example, if you know the value of MP and L, you can say that for this much of load, the structure, the span AB will collapse. It will form 2 plastic hinges and the AB will collapse. So when if you say like this, if only one of the span has collapsed, another span is intact, this span is intact, such a situation will not come actually, because when I say the loads are increasing means gradually both these should increase. I cannot keep a load this one constant, and I cannot increase this. If that thing, if I do, only this will collapse. This portion will collapse. This will remain intact. If simultaneously, if you are not increasing the point loads, which are acting in both the spans, simultaneously I should increase. This is how you should understand this problem. If I do not increase this load, 2W only is increased, this will collapse. Usually what happens is whether if AB collapses and BC is intact, even then we say that the structure has collapsed. Even a single beam in a structure collapses, normally we say it is partial collapse, but it is collapse only. That doesn't mean that every beam, there are hundreds of beams in a building, every beam should collapse. It is not like that. So they are called different terms. There is partial collapse, complete collapse, or complete collapse. Okay. Now see this second one I have not done here, but let us do it here only. Case 2. Case 2, look at the case 2 here. Now can you understand how to solve it now? Case 1 I have done it. Any doubts are there, you ask, so that you can do on your own. Case 2, I mean second mechanism of BC. I will not be going fast today because one example, if it is clear, you can solve any problem. So you tell me any questions here. Related to case 1, any doubts are there? How I got WC? Anybody has any doubts? Okay.
No, sir.
Clear now it is. If it is not clear, you tell me where there is a confusion. Simply it is internal work done by plastic hinge equal to external work done by the force. This one is very simple and straightforward. Force into displacement. Displacement should be calculated in terms of span and theta. Span and theta is converted L by 2 times theta. That's all. Rest all is, it is nothing. So depending upon the number of plastic hinges and the rotation that they are doing, each plastic hinge, how much it rotates, based on that, this formula is generated. Okay, let us come to, I have not done this one actually. Right now I will do it here. Okay, now look at span BC. How many plastic hinges are formed? Purposely the diagram is drawn differently at different levels. Huh? In every textbook it is done. Even I like that one only. One diagram is drawn here. Second is drawn below this. To avoid confusion and notation, this one confusions, it is done. Actually, this diagram is nothing but side by side only, because this plastic hinge and this plastic hinge are not different. You try to understand here. This is for the sake of convenience, the diagrams are drawn at different levels. Normally, this and this should be side by side, but in textbooks also, this is followed. Okay. So here, now observe here. First, as you know that external work done is 3W into delta 2. It is as simple as that. External work done is 3W into delta 2. So no need to think too much about external work done, force into displacement. You should bother about work done by the plastic hinges. Work done by the plastic hinges. Now observe here. Delta 2 is equal to L by 3 theta 1. It is written here, which is also equal to 2L by 3 theta 2. This distance into theta 2. So we are having a relation between theta 1 and theta 2 here. So what we can do here is theta 1 is equal to 2 theta 2. Here we can replace this theta 1 with 2 theta 2. How much is this angle now? How much will be this? In terms of theta 2, how much is this? Can you tell this one? how much will be this angle made by the that is rotation of plastic hinge at the point E. You can see at the top it is point E here. At point E, a plastic hinge is formed because bending moment is maximum here. Again at point C there is no plastic hinge. Plastic hinge is not there at C because it is a hinged end. If it was fixed, I would have shown one plastic hinge here also. That also will cover it. I'll give you the solutions. Problem is solutions. You go through that one. If any solution you have not followed, you tell me again. I will explain that in the class only, like this only. I'll give you some 10 problems with solutions now from different books. Try to solve. They're all solved actually. Try to understand all those problems. Any problem is doubtful. Again, I'll do it like this. That problem. But here you tell me this theta 1, I'll replace it with what? 2 theta 2. Observe what I can do is, this theta 1 is here, no? This theta 1 can be replaced with 2 theta 2. So I can write 2 theta 2 here. What I can write here? 2 theta 2 plus theta 2, 3 theta 2 it is. Are you following all of you? This is 3 theta 2, this is theta 2 as it is. So 2 theta 2, 3 theta 2 and theta 2. Now all are with a single angle. Single angle is there. No question of theta 1 and theta 2. So like this, what I will do, observe here. Corresponding to this one, I'll write the equations here. After this, I will stop it. Only this problem I will explain. I'll stop after this. So carefully observe this. Only one. I have taken a decision to solve only one example today. Just observe what I am doing now. My job is to find out the collapse load for this span. Collapse load. This is case 2. Collapse load for span BC. I am going to find out. So here, I'll not do this here. I'll just, in short only, I'll write it. External work done by the force equal to, force is 3 times W into, okay, I'll just write here delta 2 force into displacement. So what I will do here is, this is equal to, if I want everything in terms of theta 2, what I should do? 3W delta 2, what I can write? 2L by 3 times theta 2. Because I want to convert in single angle all this. 2 by 3, whatever this distance is there, that into this angle it is. So 2 by 3 L into theta 2. Whatever is there in the bracket, this is nothing but a delta 2. Okay. This much is your external work done by the force. Now, how do you find internal work done by the plastic hinge? Before this, before I write this one, I'll just show you in the diagram only, because the space is not that much here to include everything. So here, one plastic hinge is here, MP theta 1. One plastic hinge is here, MP into theta 1. Second plastic hinge is here, MP into theta 1 plus theta 2. If you want, you can write that, or you can directly go in terms of theta 2. But initially, as a beginner, you can do that. So work done by the, or internal work done, or work done by hinges, equal to, I need to accommodate this diagram as well as this, whatever I'm going to write here. Okay. You can see this hinge here at point B. I'll write that one first. You can see this MP into theta 1. One more hinge is here. MP into angle of rotation here is theta 1 plus theta 2. Theta 1 okay, I need to push this one. Theta 1 plus theta. Okay. Work done by the hinge. You have to equate these two. Remember one thing here, when you want to equate it, wherever theta 1 is there in this formula, you convert it into theta 2. That's all. Theta 1 becomes 2 theta 2. Here also it is 2 theta 2. So this becomes easy for you to get the value of WC. So MP theta 1 is 2 theta 2. Okay. Plus MP 2 theta 2 plus theta 2. 3 theta 2. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
You can see these examples are very simple actually. If you solve one or two examples, you can solve any problem in this. So MP 2 theta 2, MP 3 theta 2. How much is this one? 5 times. Am I right or no? MP theta 2. So equate this and this, that's all. Equate it. Equate, equate this expression. You can call this as 1 or this as 1. It is left to your choice. You can see the answer will be in terms of MP by L usually. Theta 2 and all other things are getting cancelled. How much is the answer here? Two WL theta 2. Whether this is correct or wrong, check it. Just check this one. Everything is on the screen here for you. Whatever is there, everything is on the screen. You tell me whether 5 MP theta 2 is correct or wrong. Entire solution is there on the screen. You just take another 2-3 minutes, but tell me here. For span BC, complete solution you can see on the screen. Whether is it after equating, how much is WC here?
Five MPL by 2.
5 MP by 2L.
5 MP by 2L. Three MP by L it is. Just check where anything wrong is committed or what. You just tell me if it is correct, or you tell me if it is somewhere it is MP theta plus MP theta 1 plus theta 2. 2 theta 2 is theta 1. It should be in terms of MP by L. It should be in terms of MP by L. Just the way you can see here. A constant into MP by L it should be. Is it 2.5 or what? 2.5 MP by L or what it is?
Yes, sir. 2.5 MP by.
You can check it and say I'm waiting actually. I'm just waiting for your answers. You check it again. 2.5 MP by L I think it is, but even then just cross check it here. Internal work done is MP theta, or we can say MP theta 1 plus MP into theta 1 plus theta 2. So it is 2 times MP theta 1. Is it okay? You understood how to get it? How to solve this problem? Is it clear this one? See, you should solve at least 5 to 10 examples of this type. Then only you will get some confidence to solve any problem, because it will be question number 2. Question number 2 is mainly plastic hinge and all that. Plastic hinge problems. Question number 1 will be some theory questions will be there. So you should be able to solve both the questions of module 1. Whichever you can do it fast, you should solve it. Question, see here, module 1, you prepare both questions. Remaining modules, I'll tell you what can be done over there. Depending upon how much time you are utilizing for studies here, because you'll be at home, only a lot of time is available for you people. So all of you can type your USL here. Somewhere we have committed a mistake or what, we check it. L by 3 and 2/3 of L, everything is correct. 2 MP should come, 2.5 you are getting. In any case, this is smaller actually. The span BC gives a smaller value of collapse load, and that should be taken as a collapse load for this problem. Smaller one should be selected. So one is 3 MP by 1 is 3 MP by L. One more is 2.5 MP by L. Okay, so out of this, whichever is smaller, that should be taken as your collapse load for this problem. Okay, is it clear this one? So once you do this one, you can easily try one more example. I'll show you that one. Anything you want to know here? Anything else? Because according to me, these are not tough problems. Very basic things. If you understand, you can get easily 10 to 15 marks. exactly at the center. Point load is at the. So the question here is find out the collapse load. Find out the collapse load for a fixed beam with point load at the center. Can you get it? I'm going to stop it in 2 minutes. Huh? Plastic hinge is formed here. Here also, because it is a fixed end, there will be a hogging moment. There will be a hogging moment at the fixed end. So a mechanism is formed when there are 3 plastic hinges in case of a fixed beam, one at the maximum sagging moment at the center. So remaining 2 moments will be same. Both hogging moments will be same. These two will be formed simultaneously. First plastic hinge is formed here at the center because the value of this will be more than sagging moment will be more than hogging here. So what will happen is first plastic hinge is formed at point C. I'll call this as C. This is A. This is B. If this is theta, see how simple it becomes now. This is also theta because point load is at the center. If the point load is not at the center, these angles will not be same as we have seen in the span BC of this point. If the load is not at the center, these two angles will not be same. If the load is at the center, both angles will be same. So in this case, it has become easy for you to understand now because in case of a fixed beam, there will be 3 plastic hinges, MP into theta. Again, the rotation of, or else I will just continue here. This plastic hinge with respect to this plastic hinge is nothing but the sum of these two angles. Property of a triangle it is theta plus theta this side. Angle this and this. Here what I have done, you can see here. This angle plus this angle. Theta 1 plus theta 2 is written. Similarly, this is also theta, this is also theta. It is 2 theta. So MP into theta plus MP into theta plus theta plus MP into theta. W into delta C or whatever you can call it. So W into delta C equal to MP theta, MP into 2 theta, one more MP into theta. So the problem of a fixed beam with central point load has become very simple. So with this, I will conclude today's class. So go through this one. I'll give the notes of this. And yesterday's, I'm going to upload it. Is ready for. I will upload it today. Yesterday's class. Today's class also I will upload it. Tomorrow, whether I should engage or not, I will announce it. I will announce it because I need at least 1 hour class. 1 hour. 1 hour is not a big problem in 24 hours. Sunday, I think you should be able to manage 1 hour so that I can cover the syllabus slowly and more exhaustively I can cover. So in the evening, I will announce preferably 10:30 to 11:30, 1 hour. I'll solve a bolded connection problem if all are ready. Because I have been told to engage at least 6 hours per week. There is a staff